Hello everyone, welcome back to the Token Body. Um, Today we're going to be talking about Jacinda Ardern, our favourite Prime Minister, or no, our favourite Prime Minister gone, so to speak. Um, Jacinda Ardern became the Prime Minister in October 2017, right? And she's made an impact, since then. Not all necessarily great, like the housing, uh, Orang Tamariki, that was fun stuff, and um, as we see, she had empathy and compassion, but we all know the farmers liked it for the fuel tax. But that was inevitable to come. Um, we we human beings don't like change, right? And we don't like doing stuff that pushes us out of our comfort zones. Me included. That's why I'm making this. Um, like when that Australian guy shot the mosque in Christchurch, and when banned or semi-automatic um, military-style weapons, uh, and the public of New Zealand really liked her for that, and she she was praised, and she was applauded for that by the community in New Zealand and Muslims, and people dislike Muslims, like 9/11 and all that other great stuff. We have all that great influence from America or the United States, and um, we just want peace in New Zealand. We don't want any of those shootings, and that's why we have all this gun reform and stuff. So we don't have to go around shooting people with machine guns, having to have the armed defender squad come out all the time, which is it's not efficient. It's not efficient to have everyone have weapons that shoot each other. And maybe, yeah. Um, Climate change, supposedly where she goes where I see she goes wrong a little bit is that climate change in farms and taxing methane. That was not not necessarily the best thing. Yes, they have to change. Yes, some of them are quite in debt and it's not good for them. But the problem with that is change has to come. I'm not a farmer, but you can see where they're coming. I understand where they're coming from. Like it's it's expensive to change. Feels expensive. It's not their fault. And you can see like the biggest three companies in America, Exxon, Chevron, and what's the other one? Mobile was they're all Shell. They all made $32 billion of profit in like 3 months, something like that. So it's insanity. And Jacinda couldn't do anything about that, which kind of sucked. And we had the war in Ukraine, people blaming the Russians for not selling oil. I'm like, oh, I'm blaming everyone else for being reliant on natural gas and fuel. I'm like, yes, it's not the best. There's alternatives, but they're not cheap. But the infrastructure has to come from somewhere. You can't just rely on one country and expect them to be the best people in the world when you give them all the money. It's like playing a corrupt game. Like you're never going to win. Think they're going to be good to you, and then boom, they go and take your country. um. Anyway, I digress a little bit from where I was coming from. Um. Yeah, she was Jacinda Ardern. She was a leadership style, not in fact New Zealand, but on the international stage. She was invited to speak at various international forums like was it the one IMF, National Monetary Fund, using its assembly, persistent projects, and compassion leadership have won the recognition and respect from leaders around the world. Well, yes, she won respect from leaders around the world, but um, she faced a lot of challenges on the way, like the COVID pandemic, the the mosque shooting, like price of fuel going up insanely, like who would see this coming along? Like who would see all those things coming along and just bang, bang, bang. I'm like, yeah, she at the end towards the end of her reign as Prime Minister, things were falling apart. But would you like honestly, would you go out there and put your head on the chopping block change things. Yeah, it's all good and well saying it's all good and well, it's all good and well saying that you would change stuff, but there's only so much you can do when you're in there, because especially with democracy, there's all this vetoing bullshit when where they can vote against you, like, and they will say no, you can't do that, and it makes no sense. Or you put, and then what she used to do is just a working group, working group, working group. I'm like, where's all this money coming from? I'm like, our country's not rich. New Zealand's not rich by any chance, but we have money. Sure, we're not. We have dis dis what's the word? Dispro disproportionate amount of people in this country that we never we let them get away with stuff. I was looking at I was talking to one of the guys at work, and he's like, he tried to apply for the benefit, and not trying to be offensive to the benefit people here, but they made more than the minimum wage, which is it hurts me, right? Because I pay my taxes and I work bloody hard. And then there's people that can get paid. There's a majority. There's a lot of people get away with it. Like they get paid money for the government. They get paid like 450 for a week for rent. They get paid. They get paid heating. They get paid for power. They get paid all stuff. Some of them, yeah, some need it, which I don't disagree with. Like if without that, we'd have a lot more homeless people in New Zealand, which I don't disagree with. And yeah, I just find it they try to make it more. I'm pretty sure this, yeah, and it really confuses me. Saying they're getting jobs, but I was seeing the same people turn up to the work and income office, which is not that far away from where I work, and it's the same people every time, and they're hoary ass cars, and they're not. They're just sitting back and watching TV and watching life go by. I guess that's not. I don't know. There's downsides to everything. Um, in conclusion, Jacinda Ardern's empathetic, compassionate, and precise leadership style combined with a good communication, not like my communication skills. You're gonna see this all. Can't be bothered. And strong international presence made her an exceptional prime minister. She is truly inspirational for leaders around the world and set a high standard for the role of prime minister. Anyway, so we can see she's gone. She's leaving soon in February, and while she's gone, we can see that we have a new prime minister, Christopher Hipkins. Oh no, no, what was Hipkins? Chris Hipkins. And then you can see the kerfuffle that Mayor Wayne Brown's involved in. That's a whole nother video. What a wanker. Mayor Wayne Brown, I'm coming for you next, motherfucker. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about this Jacinda Ardern in the comments. I know you love her all of you, including the farmers. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Hooray! Goodbye. Ka kite ano, and yes, goodbye.